Rewriting history is not a new phenomenon. Every time a new power clique rises to stardom, they will want to rewrite history in their own personal benefit. One very extreme rewrite of European history can be found in this book, The Chalice and the Blade, by Ryan Eisler, in which she claims that Europe was always matriarchal until about 6,000 years ago, and evil men, for no other reason than that they just wanted to be evil, made Europe patriarchal. The book does not convince. It presupposes a sort of evidence for a sort of matriarchal Venus figurine worshipping cult, but completely ignores, of course, that the Venus figurines were found only in one part of Europe, say Germany, whereas the paintings depicting male hunters, such as in the Lascaux cave of France and so on, and in the caves of Spain, are in a separate part of Europe. So how do you reconcile this then? Doesn't make any sense to me. Also, no real evidence is provided for any kind of religious context, since we only find the figurines, but no writing. No one said that they believed or worshipped women as a sort of goddess cult. But more painfully, the author, Ryan Eisler, pits men and women against each other, as though it is something men do versus something that women do, which is better. She speaks of the battle of the sexes, which is another thing that I don't believe in. There is no battle of the sexes. There is, however, if she had been more accurate, she would have noted that you have systems based on dominance hierarchies, such as many hunter-gatherers are actually dominance hierarchies, and versus the agricultural systems that are more egalitarian. But there's a reason why agricultural systems can be more egalitarian, because they produce more food and more materials for clothing, so that more people can have more of the same, which is impossible in the pre-agricultural societies where such resource abundance did not exist, and therefore, in the absence, in a resource-restricted environment, you are forced to have more of a dominance hierarchy. Look, for example, at wolves. A wolf pack has an alpha male and an alpha female. They are the only ones who are allowed to produce children. The other wolves are kind of sexually repressed. However, they don't do this for fun or for no reason. They do it because wolves surviving together simply do not have ample resources to give all the subordinate wolves, the lower ranking wolves, equal access to reproduction, food, and so on and so forth. So in my view, and I base this on an article called The Rise of the Subordinate, I conclude, however, that Europe always used to have dominance hierarchies until the advent of agriculture made things more matriarchal. So Europe was largely dominance hierarchy, possibly patriarchal, before it became more egalitarian.